Okay. Hello, everyone. Getting started with last Friday number 15. 14, 15. Very soon. I think now, actually. Okay. Audio. I think we should be good to go with everything. Ew. Something a little fancy. Yes. Yes. On commentary is me. Okay. Aw. Okay. Game 1 of first round. Tide player 1 versus Nehushtan player 2. LR versus LD matchup. Yeah, so Sniper has been favoring as of late. Nehushtan tries to dash in, fire some blades, but Tide straight satellite punishes the Sniper. Just a little too close for that flare sweet spot. He's trying to get some little vertical hit in. There, Tide gets a sweet spot. Solid damage onto that Tempest. Ooh. Good charge push from Tide. No, Nehushtan is going to be forced on his Tempest for a while. He needs to be more careful about keeping his distance from that flare. Vertical, a very good poke gun, but it's not unpunishable. Be a little bit more mindful about when he's firing that. Why are we on double deadline? What the? Oh my goodness. Nehushtan loses 3 health. Gets the tag into zoom. Oh, nearly. Swift's slight slide at the end of that charge got her out of the way of the blade punish. Ooh. Tide slipping that slide shot just barely around that wall. Closes out game 1. Okay, go. Nehushtan sticking on the Tempest vertical, swapping over to Ray Halo. Historically, a Rayo 1 player, although usually with at least Sniper, not Halo. Halo is good long-range coverage with the ground shot. It's sticking on the Swift Sniper, swapping from Breaker Flare to Shrike Dragon. Shrike with Raven. Nice. Oh, no tag replenish. Tide just gets a Swift Charge and another Dragon Shot in. Phew, nice right charge. Very scrambly there. Nehushtan did manage to get a solid hit in. Ooh, that's fun. That had a targeting bug. Glitch, glitch. Yeah, Halo, that long range coverage. Nehushtan can just safely sit back and fire these Halos. Force Tide to at least move, else eat the Halo. And of course, he can just sit behind cover. There's nothing Tide can do to get around that. Posturing for a dash in air shot, but he keeps it patient. Tide manages to get a Dragon Shot in and gets hit by standard K. And now Nehushtan, a little bit of a health lead. Ooh, widened it quite a bit with that standard K. Tide slips another sniper shot in between the cover. Void's getting hit by Halo there. Ooh! Smacks Nehushtan out of the air with that Swift Charge on the approach. Just realized Tide has ground legs, which is a good choice to help cover LR's weakness of getting cornered. Because usually when you get cornered, ooh, nice Swift Charge. Closes out with a sniper there. Punish there, good punish. But usually, LR is pretty susceptible to getting cornered with bombs and pods. And the only escape is usually a charge, like a panic gun or jumping. And if you jump, then you have to deal with the pretty high landing lag. The ground does help mitigate that quite a bit. Luca, I don't know what the process is for getting custom channel emotes. I think any Twitch channel has access to some amount of them, and then you need to like be affiliate or partner or something to get more. I don't really know. I spilled my drink. Alright, looks like health is pretty even. Nehushtan has swapped over to Tempest Homing Star. Meanwhile, Tide's got a swap from Sniper to Star Shot on their Swift. Nice punishment from the start. Spot. Tide catches him with a charge close range. Ooh, stuffs the punish a bit. Walks into his own K-Blast. You down cancel there. Strike has eaten a lot of damage very quickly. Yeah. Tide will probably just end up chipping Nehushtan out if they both sit back and mash B. But it's not impossible for Tide to contest with Halo, just like that. It covers so much space that it's tough for Tide to work around. Fairly close, but Nehushtan does have a little bit of health to play with on this Ray. Especially considering Tide has 2 LRs. Not a whole lot of room for error. Let's dash in. Catches the Swift Charge and start up. They both chip each other with their guns. Nehushtan dashes in, gets the air shot Halo. On the board. Oh, little swap from the Homing Star to Rahu 1. Meanwhile, Tide has changed both builds, I guess. Star Shot over to Rayfall, Strike Dragon over to Right Brick. Right Arc is very solid long range gun. Surprisingly hard to dodge. Dashes in. Dashes Tide, mashing B. Yeesh. Getting bounced around by some bombs and pods. Did a lot of damage onto this strike without much commitment from Nehushtan. Dashes in, goes for Halo air shot, but it goes backwards. Classic. Absolutely classic. Oh, haha! wide open opportunity for Nehushtan to get an air shot, but the lag. The fucking lag. Tide walks away positive on that encounter. Gets a swift charge. Punish that rocket one with. Why on Castle Siege? Not Castle Siege, sorry, Castle Citadel. Different game. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Walking right between those ray falls. Dash is done. It's tied in that charge start up again. Good aggro dash. That's okay. Fast bomb standard. Okay, let's go. Netting has done a lot of damage. Sort of functioning as his main punish on this build. Eesh. Tide playing with fire here, sticking on this Swift. Although honestly, the strike is maybe 2 hits from death. Compared to the 1 of this Swift. Back to 150 on the strike. No reason to not swap now. Missing health regen time on the Swift, but I mean, she's getting hits in, so. Whoa, big charge. Close on the follow up. Nehushtan closes out. 1 health. The dash in there it is. Nice stuff. Down to the wire. And we're here at game 5. Don't have Hive. Okay. Change every round from both players. Remarkable. Back to the homing star. Tide. Magma ruins? What is going on? Okay, sure. Here, double LR sniper. In this stage, terrible stage first off, but also very large and minimal cover, especially around the outside, which I think will give a bit of a benefit to Nehushtan. Guns. Star in. Sniper punish. Punching the sniper rather. Both players just kind of taking pot shots, but the stage is so freaking gigantic that they're never gonna hit each other. So one of them makes a bad commit like that. Aerial sniper. Oh. Oh. Close range Tide gets a couple homing stars with that charge. Not quite as much range as I think he was expecting. Oh. Why are we on this stage? Yeah, I think Tide has so far gotten like 2 hits onto Nehushtan. Oh. Couple of homing star hits in there. Close to that sweet spot, I think. Walks right past that sniper. Oh, no punish there. All got in the way. Tide playing a lot more patiently now, just trying to stay in range for a homing. Okay, well, yeah, that's reasonable. I think we call that the game win for Nehushtan there. All right, yeah, 3-1, 3-2. Sorry for Nehushtan. Next should be Glass Knuckle versus Razor. Pyro. PyroHannibal. Solve this. Two. Okay, blast with classic halberd shotgun. He's got S-Ray drill, geo travel. There's the second build. Pyro, double gravity build, nuclear gravity, criminal gravity. Sensible enough builds. Blast getting a couple big shotgun hits in early. Yo, nearly catches Pyro on that wake up. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Bunch of hits just whacked glass. That's evened up what looked to be a very lopsided match. Look who we charge to catch that approach. Glass looked to be trying to bait out a charge. He did manage to, but he wasn't able to follow up and get a punish. Both players sticking to their builds. Last dashes up, gets a raw shotgun. Another. Wanted to dash in, charge. Dashes to come out, but still gets a couple shotgun hits in. Ooh! Space is just outside of that criminal charge. Let's get another punish. Yeah, story of this match just seems to be Glass mashing A and then whacking Pyro with a shotgun. And again. And again. Oh. Yeah, these builds, if Pyro can get some space, then he can get like gravity set up, get some dolphins out, and sort of deny that approach from Glass. But if Glass just keeps in a close range, as he is very good at doing, then we'll just end up like that. Straight into game 3, no changes once again. Let's see if Pyro is able to do a better job of keeping this like mid-long range distance. So far it seems like no. He's managed to get a couple hits in. Alright. Let's onto this drill build now, so Pyro will have more time to get the space he needs to get set up. Part of the issue is just that gravity is a really weak anti-rushdown gun. Like, it can deny a lot of space, but if you're in the air, then you just can't punish your opponent with it at all. It just gives Glass such an easy opportunity to dash in, get a shotgun. Pyro gets a couple gravity hits in there. Very careful. Instead of Milky Way charge. Punish from Glass. Oh my god, 2 charges didn't hit. Glass low in both his builds now. Winnable for Pyro. There it is. Couple gravity hits. That's it. Swaps. Strike gravity for Pyro. That makes sense. Strike's much better equipped for anti-rushdown with that charge than Criminal. The Zoom Slicer swap for Glass. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Dolphin X into gravity round shot combo. Ooh, no punish on that charge. Big charge. Manages to escape with that strike charge. Connection, no solid connections yet. Lost his halberd shotgun though. We'll poke with the gravity. A little too close for that air shot to hit. Yeah, that's the thing with gravity that I was saying. Like, Pyro just dashed straight through that slicer, or charged straight through that slicer. He had so much time for a punish, but he just doesn't have any parts to actually hit Glass while he's in the air like that. Oof. Glass was in that really optimal close range, but then Pyro managed to get a Milky Way charge and another one. Got a solid chunk of damage. Big lead now for Pyro. Another 1 or 2 combos to close it out. Get antsy those stuffed into this corner. Glass just barely managed to get that shotgun in at the end of the strike charge. Another shot in. Glass being very fast and loose with his halberd's health. Should be it. Yep. Closes it out. Little gravity combo takes the set 3-1. Nice adaptation to contend with that rushdown. The famous intense glass rushdown. So that is a 3-1 for Pyro over glass. 3-0 for Pit over KKA. The next matchups. Let's see here. Let's see. Okay, let's do KK and Nehushtan. Hive. Let's see, Swiss round 2. Alright. Having TideHunter versus Hive Mind shortly. Oh, goodness. Oh, okay, that means Hive's controller is not connected. There we go. Okay. Okay. Let's see what the players have so far. You can't hide from me. Yep, so sniper again. Quick 5-way steelhead pursuit. Presumably this is breaker flare again. Yeah. Oh, looks like Tide has 800 health. Oh, it's got 806. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, all pod. Tide dashes and gets a drive-by flare sweet spot. Blitz flare, that's not right. Wait, no, that is Blitz. Okay. Yeah. By running past those flares, gets punished with the flame. Yeah, kind of does it again. It's the charge. What is okay? Peculiar gameplay happening on our screens. Tide jumps away from that flame. Ooh, sneaks a sniper in. It's a sealhead pursuit. Ideally, Tide should never get hit by this pursuit, but I mean, yowza, there's a Titan. Yeah, Titan is Titan and diving will be putting on a lot of pressure, making it harder for Tide to really dodge around it. Also, Tide has to be careful about how he's using the sniper. If it doesn't down and get an overload, then more likely than not a pursuit will come in and smack her. Really gets that down with the flare. Just about out of range of the sweet spot that time. Breaker low health now, as is this Swift. Hive's got a lot of health to play with on both their Robos. Caught by Titan. Okay. Sniper shot there. The guy's got formula this time. I think probably the ground was a better pick. Especially with Pursuit on the other side. Having ground legs would just give Tide a little bit more flexibility in dodging around that. Ooh. Good dash and punish with that flame from Hive, but charge was a little bit of an overcommit. A giant punish from Tide though. Barely reaches with that swift charge. We're approaching timeout. The Hive. Yeah. I'm surprised this went to time and not the magma room in this game. It happens. Looks like Hive sticking on the Blitz Flame. Swapping from Pursuit over to Halo. Now, why do they have Formula on a Steelhead? Great philosophical questions of our time. Tide looks like they're staying on Swiss Sniper, swapping off of Breaker Flare. Nope, they're swapping both? Question? I've locked in Steelhead Halo Titan formula. Truly a fearsome build. I mean, unironically, outside of the formula pick. Makes enough sense. Tide going over to Swift Rayfall. Sniper in the back, replacing that Breaker Flare. Yeah, so on... Oh! Strike charge to that seal charge. Yeah, the Halo covers a lot of space already, but especially on Robo's room, it's going to be tough to find any room to move around it. Quite tough to find any punish amidst the Halo and Titan. Plus with that Swift charge, the Hive just gets a little punish in. Very patient play from both of them, just where their punish is. Getting punished by each other's guns. And Hive dashes and gets the flame. Hide's down quite a bit of health already. Ugh. Maybe could have snuck a sniper in there while she was in the air, but find an opportunity. It's tough. It's tough with the sniper's air shot startup. Especially against Flame, which has deceptively low end lag. Especially if the Flame user is slide shotting, it's hard to punish. Tide gets a little Swift charge. Hive tries to approach. Yeah. There's no room to get around that Halo. This build is... Ooh. Tide falls onto an off-screen Titan. Yeah, unfortunately, this Swift Rifle build is just not built for punish. Not a whole lot available for Tide to counter this Halo spam. Dangerously low now on this strike. Gets tossed back over to Swift. Still, not much health here either. Ooh. Yeah, just hides approach to that Rayfall. Yeah, gets overloaded by the Halo. And clipped by another Halo ground shot. Off stream 304 Pyro Dark Pit. Dolphins got nerfed on the shop. Okay, whoa, okay, I was looking away. Alright. So often the swift sniper over to Peregrine Trap, and then the Shrike... Wait, no, sorry, Swift Rayfall, and then Shrike Sniper to Chicken Splash. Hive, sporting Seal Head Blade. Just a rancid build. Titan touching down, minus 10 seconds. Oh, Tide's gone for 900, 500 health split. I mean, less effective HP overall because Peregrine's defense is so low. If I can dodge nicely with this Peregrine, then I think I should end up overall being good value. Eee. I'll buy a Flame and a Titan. I managed to catch Hive with some splashes, but follow up. Now, doing a good job of littering these traps around. Keeping distance being hard for Hive to get a punish, but also outputting a lot of simple neutral pressure. Okay, point blank ground shot trap. Oh, good try with the Peregrine charge. Just didn't hit. Now, this is rough. This is a dire situation. Tide has to be very careful. Honestly, I was more concerned about the blade, but that off-screen Titan once again swooping in for a very sad kill. That's a 3-0 for Hive. Alright. AKA versus Nehushtan. Alright, so that's Pit done for the night. Thank you for playing, Pit. Freaking bitrate too high. Okay, whatever. Oh, why is that there? That's okay. That's not there. God. Okay. Okay, we might maybe get started in 5 minutes, depending on how fast we start the game with everyone in it. Exerd. That's cool. Okay, Scoot will be playing next round. Oh, it's working. Okay, excellent. Yes, Half Dive music. Half Dive is a prog rock band, I think, is what they call themselves. They make custom Robo inspired music. It's good stuff. You should check them out. Soon, Thomas. Stay patient. Okay, here we go. to swap the names. Ugh. Okay. Just another 5 more minutes for them to pick their parts. Play. Okay. Well, there's the Ray Sniper that I mentioned like an hour ago, I think. Well, I guess less than an hour. But in the first match with Nehushtan and Tide. The past used Wyvern. Looking now for standard K. Functionally a fairly different one. Tempest Ion. War Crime on the second build, aka sporting his normal Ray Flame. Then Halberd Splash, yeah, Halberd Splash. Finally, here we go. Oh. All right, Nehushtan starting off with a solid combo. Bomb gun. Okay, a little bit too far to get that charge. Splash. It's at that time, but Nehushtan was already down, so not much damage. There it is. Good repositioning. Another dash in the middle of that splash string. Guarantee that charge. Here's the War Crime. Okay, just dashes in, gets a flame though. Point blank, Ion does a lot less hit stun, so he's able to get a little bit of a trade there. Nehushtan tags over to the Ray, gets a charge in. KKA going pretty aggro with this Ray Flame. He's managing to stuff Nehushtan. Solid hits in. Drops that Ion. Him at the end of that charge. Ooh. Nice, nice. Straightforward poking with the splash there. A good conversion into the charge. KK closes it out. Despite Nehushtan taking a small, but not insignificant early lead. Nehushtan swapping off of Ion over to Flame. That's a good call, especially considering the splash. Quite able to convert anything off of the splash hits. Nehushtan gets out positive in those first couple exchanges. Now, thanks to SJ's dashes, it's going to be a little bit easier for Nehushtan to weave in and out with this flame, get hits. KK will probably not be able to punish or trade. Aluminum, you want to get some Robo battles in, you're saying? KK just eats that sniper. Raids with some raid charges. Sneaks that halberd charger on the wall. Just a little bit of chip here and there with this Tempest Flame. Good charge to the splash. Nehushtan with a big health lead. 500 health, 400 health. Full flame connection onto that halberd. 110 damage, I think it was. KK not out of this yet, though. He's laying a couple flames. Oh, but he gets smacked close range by that Tempest charge. It's fast as hell. It also, very interestingly, has invulnerability on the end lag, which makes it very hard to punish. Very, very hard to punish. Okay. KK is swapping off the halberd splash. Seal sniper acro that. It's a good, solid change. It'll have an easier time contending with Tempest Flame than the halberd splash was. Whoa. Both players just really fucking going at it with the snipers. Pretty into the 200s. Both of the sniper robos. Oh. Yep. Nehushtan tried to fire and wake up, but he was in the air. Easy punish for KK to just walk right around the sniper. Gets in a sniper shot. It was a ray charge. It was. Closes out with a flame. Little down cancel as well. Swap over to Halo. Good swaps back and forth from both players, honestly. All the changes they've made, I think, are very sensible. Surprisingly, Nehushtan managed to land a punish. Halo ground shot. A little too far for that raid charge. He gets a punish in. Close range flame has a lot of hits done. So right there, KK was point blank when he hit that flame. So that gave him some damage to open up, and then lots of time to follow up into that recharge. Dashing around the Halo ground shot. It's a little bit of a trade. Sniper double tap. Nehushtan quite low on this Ray now. Oh, but this still has 700 health. That's interesting. Very uphill now for KKA. Nice little hop over that sniper. Nehushtan closes it out with a flame into standard X. Another match going the distance to game 5. Changes. No changes, I think. Probably. Close with those 2 sniper shots. Nice dash out from Nehushtan. Dash in with the Halo air shot. Nehushtan takes first blood. Ah. Oh, okay. Interesting. A little ambitious with that first ray charge, but I guess out scot-free. Ooh. Wow, that was good actually. Close to lock KKA down with that Halo air shot, or ground shot. And then use that opportunity to get into ray charge as well. Big damage. Yep, there's the Tempest charge. Straight through everything. In addition to having invulnerability on the recovery, he also has really low startup. It's just like very difficult to hit it at any point. KK managed to actually catch him in the startup. Sniper shot. Got him right at the end. Sniper. Okay, with a very slight lead now. And it's been wiped out by standard K and Halo. KK is not out of it yet, though. So there's plenty of time and enough health to play with. Gotta be careful not to get flipped too easily by Halo or standard K, though. Well, Nehushtan a lot of damage. Little standard D pod in there. Good connection from KK. Good conversion. 150, 200 damage. Nearly finds the kill onto that Ray Halo. Tag with exchange. This player is very low now. Nehushtan not quite able to close it onto the seal head. Oh my god, KK lives on 3. That's barely surviving that flame hit. Sniper to stuff that dash in. Oh! Messes up his acro cancel. Nehushtan dashes in with a Halo air shot to close it out. Good stuff, good stuff. Let's get the next matchup going. That was a 3-2 for Nehushtan. Wait. Oh, poopy! Clicked something that I should not have clicked. That's okay. Let's see. Okay. That's good. Tide? We'll rock with this, I guess. Okay. Hi, Aster. Going fairly well, I think. Does Tide resist scoop? It's in. So it's round 3. Oh. Oh, why did it desync? Possible desync again. Oh, okay. That makes it very... Ah, Jesus. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Okay. Into round 3. Tide versus Scoot. Tide should hit left on the D-pad. That's okay. Master, is everything quiet, or like just the game audio, or just my voice, or what? Whoa. Cyclone Flame from Scoot. It does do a fair bit of Cyclone gaming. I don't know if I've seen him use Flame too often with it. Classic Defender bubble. Yeah, if everything's quiet, that's not sure if there's much I can do. I can definitely increase the volume of the music between matches. But yeah, I don't think I have like any global audio slider that I can just make. I could individually increase the levels of everything, but I don't want to ruin it. There's trying to hide. This is not a build that I've seen Tide use very often. I mean, it is, of course, Glass uses it, but also it is just a build that has historically been used fairly often, or even less, okay? Alright, looking for that dash-up shotgun. Gets out of the way. Little surge punish. Oh, there's a swap to Hurricane. Scoot's build just denying a lot of space from Tide. Naturally, the solar pillar's giant blast, hard to work around, but also surge. Because of how slow and high homing it is, it locks down, can lock down lanes of the map very well and for a long period of time. Similar to Seeker. Scoot, yet to tag off this Hurricane Surge, but putting in a lot of work. Now, up comes the Defender. Oh, faint, little faint mirror. F from Scoot, G from Tide, though. Yep. So he's got to be quite careful about these landing leg punishes. Always a rough thing for LS to deal with, especially with +1, which increases landing lag, and especially against Sniper. So good at punishing. Yowza! There's that Titan. There's the dash up. Good closeout from Tide. For a swap off to a Meteor Storm. Owl. Vile. None. And also swapping the Defender Bubble. Ape Surge? Ape Pursuit? I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all. Delta, okay. Very minimal direct pressure from Scoot, but that is typically how his builds are, so not that out of the realm of possibility. Tide still on the Strike Sniper. Okay, Swift Sniper, okay. Still on the Halberd Shotgun, little change up on the bomb. What is... I think it was Tom Poppy though. Yeah, early hit with that Meteor Storm from Scoot. Just shits out damage that gun does. Good bait from Tide. I don't know how intentional it was, but good good to bait out the Ape Charge. It was a real threat of a Swift Charge there with how close he was. Yeah, dashes into that Ape Charge though. I much prefer legs that give turning on LR. I usually stick with Stabilizer. I don't also play LR that often, so... Oh, no punish on that Ape Charge. This time for sure. Nope, dashes away again. I'd had plenty of time to get it. Eee, okay. Yeah. We'll call that matchup inexperience. Were punish opportunities which Tide did not take. Instead, fell into the trap of the Ape Charge. Now Scoot with quite a big lead, 400 health-ish. Feints and the Delta locking down a lot of space, especially on diamond fences. Very easy for Tide to get surrounded in the corners. And there's the Meteor Storm, just drilling a hole right through that Halberd's head. Rancid. Oh, I can. Okay, excellent. Wait. Can I? Draw. Save. There we go. Okay. Wait, what is going on here? Why are these different matchups? Scream. Oh. Wait, what is this? What is Hive versus KKA? Class. Hive. Does one of these not get... What is happening? Okay, whatever. Scoot swapping from the Hurricane Meteor Storm to Gannicus. Tide making a wholesale swap over to Chicken Splash and Swift Claw. A little Swift Charge to hit through the wall. Light work. Just a shit ton of G-blasts. Smacking Tide. Oh yeah, that is Chicken Heart +1. That's, not usable. It's fine. It's fine. Swift Charge. Smacking Scoot again, unexpectedly. Maybe if you get like a really high jump off the ground, like max height, you can just barely squeeze in a second dash. So far, we have yet to see that though. Yeah, it's Scoot just ramming this pursuit down that Swift's throat. Another new build from Scoot, the Buggy Claw. Swapping over to some other builds we've seen out of her earlier tonight. Breaker Flare, Flipped Star Shot. Yeah, Buggy Charge I don't think will ever combo into Claw. That's a very tight window. Juggler Charge though, that would be a lot easier. But we have Buggy here. Flame Flare Sweet Spot from Tide. Okay, manages to not get hit by that Ape Charge. Disgusting Swift Charge. Doing what it does. Smacking people unexpectedly. Ooh. Trying to throw out that Star Shot, there was a pursuit there. No cover to block it. Yeah, it just gets locked down by some more pursuits. Yep, simple punish for that Swift Charge there on that dash in. Scoot, there's a wall there. It's not gonna hit. Oh. Long-range gun users. Oh my god, swift charge into the Tomahawk B. Fired by Scoot. Wait, there's 3 Tomahawk Bs. That was Tides. Why are there 3 Tomahawk Bs? There's another swift charge. A lot of punishing with swift charge this match. Oh, no punish there. Swift nearly dead now. Although Tide just needs like one good shot with that flare. There it is. Closes out game 4. Another game 5. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. Good matches today. Alright, Tide swapping over to Peregrine Trap. That's quick shot and 8 flame. Not trying to play patient. Gets closed in by Scoot. Quick shot. Very, very tough gun to contest with in close range, especially if the guns you have at your disposal are flare and trap. That does manage to sneak in a Peregrine charge there, though. A bit too close for that flare. Get out crazy with this flame. There's a little sweet spot. Little connection from the trap. Drop down, cancel. Just barely manages to not get hit by that 8 charge. Honestly, Tide probably should have gotten hit. But, we take those. Good vision to spot that ground freeze hit. Simple conversion of the Peregrine charge. Ooh. Airshot trap to stuff that dash in. Ground shots, swooping in, getting some big damage for Tide. That quick shot. Just uncontested harassing. Rough for Tide, but they managed to get a Peregrine charge in. The tag Wraith Punish from Scoot. Closes it out. 3-2 for Scoot. This is too loud now. Okay. All right. Up next, Glass Knuckle versus Hive Mind. Yeah, that was a very good set. Very good stuff. Ah, Jesus. Oh, that's why that was like that. Okay. And we're off. Another defender bubble. A very, very, very different take on it. Glass. This will be very aggro. That's everything Glass uses. But yeah, no long range running away, spamming and zoning. Ray Flame from Hive. Different look from KK's. Chicken Heart Blade. Answered. Robo's room. Okay. Ooh. Close. A little too far range for that shotgun. Hive with several solid connections yet to get hit. Oh. It's a clutch overload into down cancel into almost good charge. The wave bomb goes backwards and Hive hits himself. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. Yowza. Blade. Wave and wall. Get a bunch of damage on the downed defender. Yep. Just a little bit more blade spam to close it out. Quick round one. Yeah, SFY jump is fucking zoom when you pod glide with them. M and SV are the main ones that get big benefit from it. MG to a lesser degree. Blast was dashing straight through that flame. Straight through the blade as well. Cannot dash straight through the wall pod though. That's one that will get hit. Close on that straight to T into defender charge. Yeah, the glass defender bubble is a bit peculiar, but it is something he's messed around with before. At the very least, just defender in general for the defender charge. Goodness, narrowly dashing around both the wall pod and the chicken charge. Halberd shock very low, but Glass does like to tag into low health Robo, so we might see it again. I don't think we will see Glass on Splendor Glider. That seems very unlikely to me. Oh my goodness. Seemed very close for Hive to down cancel on that straight T. I'll just spin it. but they live on. Now, Blast just plays his patient, keeps his space. It's a very easy win, but yeah. Hyper Shotgun back out, full health, although it's now nearly dead. And it's dead. Yeah. That matchup, to be fair, is tough. Rush down SV into Flame. Hive randoming the Reflame to something. I don't know, last swapping the Defender Bubble over to Ape Hornet. Definitely a build he uses more often. It's a real hitbox spammer of a build. Hive settling on Juggler right pulse. Very interesting start. Very interesting start. Both players are sort of getting hit by things they could probably have avoided. Good juggler charge there though to punish the ape charge whiff. A little too close for that one. I was able to tag and get a shotgun hit. I have looking to rack up some damage with Blade. Now they should be able to get a bit. But a huge conversion. It's out of range of that right pulse. Blast trading out with the Hornet. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh. Oh god. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Just a lot of close range ape charging and wall pod firing. I'm not sure if Hive got hit by the wall pod or the ape charge to end up dying. Certainly one of them. Maybe both. Possibly both. Last locked in on his halberd shotgun still, and they put it. Hive randoming. I don't disagree with randoming off of that criminal right pulse. That build was not exactly well constructed. More Halo gaming. I mean, it should be pretty strong anti-rushdown. Little Halo air shot. Oh! Last dashes in, gets a Hornet to point blank, catches the chicken charge and startup. I'm attempting to use the Seal Z dodge to get a little bit of space, but fucking chasing him down. Hyperactive Seal charge. Oh god, another 8 charge wall pod. Fucking baby crusher combo. Orphan crushing machine. That's what I was thinking. It's not really relevant. Yeah, and there's that Halo ground shot stuffing the rush down, but Glass just dashes right through with a halberd shotgun. Swift tag birth punish. Hive closes it out 3-1. Okay, so where does that put us? Okay, these don't look like any rematches. This is good, actually. Should be. Scoop, remember to set ports? The answer is no. Okay. Last round. Scoot. Done. Yay. Should say the song at the bottom right, by the way, but that was Dear Unused Variation. CRBR OST. Oh yeah, I wouldn't have said because the friggin' YouTube video titles awful. Ah, this time Scoot is sporting the war crime of SJ Ion. Nehushtan on the Ray Halo again, and Tempest Flame as well. Criminal Surge for Scoot's second build. Ah. Yep. Nehushtan tried for that dash up Halo air shot, but Tempest Charge simply too fast. Good play. Nehushtan to avoid any big punishes there. Getting some damage of his own. Ooh, good Geotrap placement from Scoot there. Closed off that lane that Nehushtan was trying to walk through. Yeah, feels kind of uphill for Nehushtan in this matchup. He wants to dash in, get like close mid range and fire off a flame, but too easy for Scoot to keep the distance and just keep chucking out ions. And Seeker are. It's also doing quite a lot of pressure. Yep, there's an ion conversion to the Geo Trap. Very high damage bomb. I think the highest damage? He's wrong. Nehushtan able to get some good hits in against this criminal. Just swap back over to the ion. Nehushtan's not really at risk of getting overloaded in this long-range mashup, but it's just Halo has too much end lag. He's gonna end up getting hit by Ion. Meanwhile, Scoot, lots of room to dash around. Tempest Charge there. Oh yeah. Okay. Does not just barely live through that surge combo. I think Nehushtan parried that first surge hit actually, but not really any opportunity to squeeze in any hits onto that criminal. Close match, very close match though. Okay, Nehushtan swapping over to Ray Sniper. That makes sense. It'll have a little bit of an easier time hitting. Shouldn't be too hard for Nehushtan playing this like mid-range area. Ooh, nice Ray charge there. Catches Scoot mashing. Getting a bit of a conversion off that surge though. The damage a bit. Good dash out from Scoot. Really punish here from Nehushtan. Yep, there's that speedy Tempest Charge. Nehushtan looking for a way in. Surge. Down the space though. Gets clipped by some flames. Nehushtan nets it down. Ion swooping in though. Ooh. Yep, there's those long range ion hits. All up in the Geo Trap. Scoot. Oh, Nehushtan, sorry. Nehushtan. Quite low on health now. Should tag. He's not getting any regen right now. Ah. Yep, Scoot dashes up. Easy closeout after that first surge hit. Match point for Scoot. Castle Keep. Nehushtan swapped over to Rahu 1 on the Tempest off of Flame. Well, Scoot's got a Peregrine Magnum. For me, I feel like a similar game plan with this Rahu 1 as with the Flame, but much higher damage conversions just like that, if Nehushtan can get into the optimal range. Peregrine Charge Punish from Scoot. Nehushtan tags, gets a Sniper. Oh, tries to dash in, gets smacked by that Tempest Charge. Oh, okay. A rough dash in. Nehushtan just got hit by some ions, but he did manage to squeeze a Ray Charge in there. Whoa! Long range Peregrine Charge. Scoot. Magnum into Umbrella. Quite enough to close out round. Charge once again. Nehushtan. Oh! Managed to catch the second Tempest Charge startup with the Rahu 1, but simple tag Birth Punish from Scoot. It's a 3-0. Okay, so that was Glass and KKA. Oh, why does it not say there? This freaking thing. This is another Half Dive song. Javelin. Okay. Yes, Scoot. That was Half Dive. And yes, I do have that one remix in this playlist. Which didn't come up today. Yep, last match of the day. Glass Knuckle versus KKA. Glass, again with the Halberd Shotgun. Javelin Splash this time on his second build. There's that SVY jump I mentioned earlier. He will be flinging himself across the map with that. KKA, of course, with Ray Flame. Ray Basic. No. Another Ray Flame? Surely not. Okay, he just... Why is he picking his parts in this one? Halberd Splash. Whatever. Does he usually use Reflection on this? Interesting. Little halberd ditto, glass coming out on top early. 2 shotgun hits right off the bat. Straight T doesn't connect. Does that time. Glass gets another shotgun hit in. Okay, managing to get some splashes after this tag, but no follow-up as of yet. Oh, a little too far for follow-up again. It's down cancel. Doesn't get a second down cancel, though. Easy punch for glass. AK does not have health to spare for that, though. Whoa. Glass is just... he's very good at tracking opponent's movement. Jeez, okay, yeah. He's very good at tracking opponent's movement whenever there's a down, either him or the opponent. So, it's very difficult to like actually get neutral resets, unless you're very mindful about creating distance and cutting off the approach. Very suffocating style if you're not used to it. Of course, it's a very different style from how most people play, so usually people aren't that used to it. Glass sticking on his builds. Okay, swapping off halberd splash to steal sniper aggro. Oh. Ambitious close range sniper. He dodged and punished for glass. Just a little dash in. Ooh, no down though. Glass gets another big trade. Or I guess another big shotgun hit with the trade. Well-timed dash to go through that shotgun, or the sniper. Oh! Down cancel off the flame to capitalize off the straight T that hit before glass got downed. I don't know if that was intentional, but it did look cool. Steel charge there from KK. Range. Apple no. Up in his face. There's sniper punish. Yep. Glass managing to close the distance with his javelin splash. And just sort of whacking the X button and gets a kill. To be fair, tough spot for KK to try to get out of, sort of half under that bridge. KK swapping sniper to Hornet. I don't know how easy this will be. It's a better area denial, but it's still not that hard for Glass to dash through, although KK does get a couple seal charges in. Yep. Javelin charge 4x into acro escape. Ooh. Good bait from Glass. He dashed in, then dashed back out, anticipating KK to throw out a flame, try to catch the splashes. Yeah, that's right there. KK got downed. Glass just dashed right at him as soon as the tag birth ended, or the rebirth rather. Very difficult. It's a very difficult play to work around if you don't have like some amount of anti-Russian. KK doesn't really have. Pretty tough matchup. KK getting some chip in with his Hornet. He can continue maintaining his distance. He should be able to close this out. Oh god. Dancing around way too close. Dagger with Flame. There's the Javelin Splash Charge punish. High hit stun on that close range Flame. Blast isn't able to trade and get some more splashes in. He knows he can close this out with one good Flame, but he's quite able to find the spacing. Forced over back to the Sealhead Hornet. Ah, that's it. Blast closing it out, 3-0. Okay, making it close in the last game though. Alright. That's F Blast wrapped up for today. Last. Whoa, how did this? All right, thanks everyone for tuning in. Let's see, what do we have upcoming? F Blast, of course, every Friday, as long as I'm not passed out. Next Saturday, we have the Z-Dodge testing tournament. We saw a little bit of the Z-Dodges in action. Glass versus Hive, but tournament next Saturday will be explicitly for us to all test out that new mechanic, see how it fares in some serious matches. Also be having a PR tournament sometime in February, 21st maybe. Look forward to that first PR tourney back in 2026. Yeah, that about does it for us this week. See you all next Friday for another F Blast Friday.